Dr. Hawass, welcome to New York. I definitely want to say welcome to New York. I want to ask you a question about the gym.
Reading it from a paper?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Oh, of course.
Okay, thank you. About the Gym Museum, will it now reflect modern genetic and archaeological studies that show ancient Egypt was never isolated from North Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa? And issues like noses and lips are common throughout North Africa. And the recent finds of Nui Rod and the Libyan mummy have phenotypes, but sometimes you seem to attack Sub-Saharan Africa as if the rest of North Africa didn't have those phenotypes. So will you, with the new studies, will you change your views on North Africa and phenotypes? Thank you.
I want you to know one thing. Because if you're saying, I'm not against North Africa at all. Egypt is in Africa. But what I want to say that if the Black Americans announce that they're the origin of ancient Egypt, this is not correct. Why? Because the kingdom of Kush, the Black Kingdom, always were under the Egyptian control until 500 BC. The kingdom of Kush controlled Egypt for more than 100 years. Means that the kingdom of Kush has nothing to do with the beginning of the Egyptian civilization. Because if you look at the origin of ancient Egypt, there were three theories. One by Sheikh Anta from Singar, who announced the big theory that the Egyptian originally were black. Because he saw some black statues of Ramses II and Khalifa. UNESCO made a conference in Paris, and they published a book like this to tell briefly what I'm telling you now. Number two, there was a second theory that the origin of people came from Africa and Asia. And this is why, because the people in the Delta have a little, the face is light. They came from Asia. And the African, the people in Upper Egypt, has a dark skin. But there is many people don't believe in this. The third theory, that the origin of the Egyptian is a cemetery was excavated by Petri in Akkada, and he said with a big study that this could be the origin of the ancient Egyptian. Then what I want to say, that I'm not against it, but this is the truth, that the kingdom of Kush, the Black Kingdom, ruled Egypt at the end of the Egyptian history, 500 BC. That's my view.
But Dr. Hawass, really quick.
We only have one
one quick, since you talked about the Black Americans. I do want to say one thing. The modern Egyptians are distinct from the ancient Egyptians, and you have Sub-Saharan DNA. That's what makes you distinct from the ancient Egyptians. But thank you and welcome to New York.
Thank you.
Dr. Hawass's assertion in the questioning to me that Egypt consistently controlled Kush until the 25th dynasty is not supported by current scholarship and historical evidence. Archaeological data indicate that for much of antiquity, Kush, identified with major centers such as Kerma, Napata, and later Meroe, was an independent and sometimes rival kingdom, not a perpetual vassal state under Egypt's dominance. During the Kerma period, c. 2500, 1500 BCE, the Kushite kingdom developed a complex society that engaged in trade, diplomacy, and at times military conflict with Egypt, highlighting its independence. Turok, 1998. While Egyptian conquest of parts of Kush did occur during the New Kingdom, c. 1550-1070 BCE, their dominance lasted for only about 4 centuries and dissolved with the collapse of Egypt's centralized state. After this, the Kushites re-established sovereignty centered at Napata, eventually reversing the dynamic by conquering Egypt and establishing the 25th dynasty between circa 750 and 656 BCE, Morkot, 2000. Between the end of Egyptian rule in Nubia and the Kushite conquest of Egypt, the kingdom of Kush flourished independently for over 2 centuries. It was only during specific periods, namely the New Kingdom, that Egypt exerted direct political control over Kush. Archaeological and textual evidence show that this was the exception, not the rule. Welsby, 1996. Therefore, the portrayal of a continuous Egyptian hegemony over Kush until the 25th dynasty is inconsistent with the historical record.